Okay. So 26th question, find the mean of the following data. Okay. So they have given the table which has class interval, frequency. Okay, so class interval goes to 2 to 6 of frequency 2, 7 to 11 of frequency 4, 12 to 16 of frequency 5, 17 21 of frequency 3, and 22 to 26 frequency 1. Okay, so now as an answer I'll write a table. Okay, we need to draw a table which has 4 columns and 7 rows. I'll tell you why. Okay, so now I have already a drawn table. So now what will I do? So I'll just use the short form here, that is class interval. Okay, next one is frequency, and next one is xi, to write the xi. So last one is fi into xi. Okay, so I'll just write a table like this. Okay, so this frequency, how do we represent this frequency? In small letter f. Okay, so now class interval is we need to just copy paste the same data here, that is column 1 and column 2 same as the given data. So that is, okay, that is 2 to 6, sorry, uh, 2 to 6 of frequency 2, next is 7 to 11 of frequency 4, 12 to 16 of frequency 5, 17 to 21 of frequency 3, and 22 to 26 of frequency 1. Okay, and in the xi, so xi is nothing but, that is a column 3, xi is nothing but the midpoint. Okay, so how do we find the xi values? So how do we find the xi values? To find the xi values in the class interval, we have the range, right? So here we have range 2 to 6. Okay, to find the xi value, we need to add the range and divide the sum by 2. For example, now I'll just find the xi for the first row, that is 2 to 6. So 2 plus 6 is nothing but 8. When I divide 8 by 2, I get answer as 4. So that is nothing but xi. That means that is nothing but midpoint. Okay, 4 is the answer. So same way I find it for the 7 and 11. I'll add 7 and 11. That is 18. So 18 by 2 is nothing but midpoint is 9. Next, same way 12 plus 16 is nothing but 38. So 38 by 2 is nothing but 14. Okay, 17 and 21 is nothing but 38. Sorry, above is 28, here it is 38. So 38 by 2 is nothing but 19. 22 to 26, so if you divide the sum, the answer would be 24. Okay, so now how do we write the last column, that is fi and xi? It is nothing but the multiplication of frequency and midpoint, that is multiplication of fi and xi. So we have the values here, we need to just direct multiply and write the answer here. So 4 2s are 8, 9 4s are 36, 14 5s are 70, 19 3s are 57, 24 ones are 24. Okay, so now how do we find the n value, or sigma of fi? So now to find the mean value, we need to know the value of sigma of fi and sigma of fi xi, fi into xi. Okay, so to get the value, we need to add the values of fi and we need to add the values of fi and xi. So if I add all the column 2 fi values, I get the sigma fi answer. So here answer is nothing but 15 is the answer. Okay. So in the sigma fi xi, 195 is the answer. So how did I get this 195? I added all these fi xi values. So I got the answer. So now how do we find the mean value? Okay. So we have a formula to find the mean values. So mean is equal to, how do we represent mean? X bar. So mean X bar is equal to sigma of fi xi divided by sigma of fi. This is a formula. Okay. So now we need to replace this formula with the given values. So we know the sigma of fi xi value, that is nothing but 195. So divided by sigma fi value is 15. Now if we divide 195 by 15, we get the mean value. Mean value, that is x bar is equal to 13. 15 13s are 195. Okay, so this is the answer of mean. Okay, so okay, now how the marks is distributed among this. Okay, so for the table you get 2 marks. Just if you draw this table, you get 2 marks here. Okay, and if you write the formula, you get half marks, and for the answer you get half marks. So the 3 marks split like this. Okay, so now moving on to the next question. Okay, so now moving on to the next question, that is 26b. In 26 we have 2 questions. Okay, either we can solve 26a or 26b. So I'll tell you how do we solve the 25th b questions here. Okay, now 26a is, they have asked us to find the mean value, whereas 26b they ask us to find the mode value. So how do we find the mode? Okay, so here same way they have given the table which has 2 attributes, that is class interval and frequency, and next one is, okay, where the range goes from 1 to 5 to frequency 1, and 5 by 9 to frequency 3, 9 to 13 frequency 7, 13 to 17 frequency 10, and 17 to 19 frequency 9. Okay, so now here we know the, okay, we have the table. So how do we find the mode of the following data? So we have a formula to find the mode. So before that we need to find the value of f0, f1, f2, h and l. So first I'll write the formula. Okay, mode formula. So what is the formula for mode? So mode is equal to L plus, okay, f1 minus f0 divided by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 bracket close into h. Okay, so this is a mode formula. So now to find the mode we need to have these data, that is f1, f2, l, h and f0. So now how do we find it? Okay, so now I'll, first thing we need to do here is we need to find the highest of the frequency. So we have the frequency here, so which is the highest frequency here? We need to mark that row. So 10 is the highest frequency, just mark, okay, sorry, I'll just mark it again. So 10 is the, okay, this is a row, 13 17 range, and 10 is the highest frequency. Now if we know this, we can find all the data. So f, how do you find f0? is how much? F1 is how much? F2 and L and H. Okay, so what is the highest frequency? Here we have 10. So we name this as F1. Okay, F1. So preceding this value is F0. Succeeding this value is F2. Okay, whereas here F0 is nothing but 7 and F1 is nothing but 10. F2 is nothing but 9. What is the value of L? Okay, so here L is nothing but, we have the class interval range, that is 13 to 17. So the first digit of this range, we call it as L. Here 13 is the first digit of the range, so L is nothing but 13. Okay, what is H? H is, we need to subtract the range to get the length of that range. So 17 minus 13, if we do it, we get the value of H. So 17 minus 13 is nothing but 4. So H value is nothing but 4 here. Okay, so now we have all the data here. Now we need to substitute these values in the given equation. So I'll do it. So mod is equal to, we have the L value. What is L value? 13 plus, what is F1 value? 10. F0 is 7 divided by 2 and F1 value is 10 minus F0 value is 7 minus F2 value is 9. Bracket close. H is nothing but 4. Okay. Now write 13 as it is. Simplify this equation which inside bracket. So 10 minus 7 is nothing but 3. 2 tens are 20. Here minus 7 and minus 9 is nothing but minus 16 divided by 4. Sorry, multiplied by 4. Now 13 plus 3 by 20 minus 16 is nothing but 4 into 4. Okay, so now this 4 and this 4 got cancelled. So now 13 plus 3 is nothing but 16. Okay, so now what is the answer of this mode? Mode is nothing but 16. So we have the answer here. Okay, so this is the answer for mode. So if you do this, we get 3 marks. But how this 3 marks is split among all these steps, okay, I'll tell you. So the data, to find the given data, that is F0, F1 value, if you write these data, we get half marks. And for the formula itself, we have half marks. Okay, if you write the formula, we get half marks. So formula is here, we have half marks for that. And this substituting the values with the formula half marks, and the remaining steps until we find the value of mode carries half marks. Okay, clear? Yeah, this is a step. So now moving on to the next question, that is 27th question. D is a point on the side BC of triangle ABC such that angle of ADC is equal to angle of ABC. Then prove that AC square is equal to BC into CD. Okay, AC square is equal to BC into CD. Okay, so 27th question. In 27 question, we have A or B options. Like either we can solve the A question or solve the B question. So I'll be solving 27A question. So question is, D is a point on the side BC of a triangle ABC such that angle of ADC is equal to angle of ABC. Then prove that AC square is equal to BC into CD. Okay. So just by using the given data, I just drew the triangle here. So this is how it looks like. Okay. So that is angle ABDC. Now, how do we solve this? Okay, so here in triangle ABC, ABC and triangle ADC. Okay, we have ABC and we have ADC triangle. So here BAC, angle of BAC is equal to angle of ADC. So this is a given data. This is what they have given. ADC is equal to BAC. Now ACB is equal to ACD. So ACB is equal to ACD, whereas AC is a common angle. So we can write this as angle ACB is equal to angle of ACD. So this is because it is a common angle. Okay, common angle. So now therefore, okay, if ACB is equal to ACD, then angle of ABC is equal to angle of DAC. Okay, therefore triangle of ABC is equivalent to triangle of DAC. Triangle of DAC. So now if this is equivalent, then we can write the sides, that is side AC is by CD is equal to side BC by AC. Okay, therefore we can write here, so if we just cross multiply this, we get AC square is equal to BC into CD. Okay, so now we have proved that AC square is equal to BC into CD. Okay, now okay, this if we write these many steps, we get the 3 marks. So now I'll tell you how this 3 marks is split in this. So if we draw the diagram, itself carries half marks, and whatever the given data, if that is called angle of BAC is equal to ADC, if we write that, okay, this it carries half marks. Diagram is half marks, given data is half marks. Then here if we prove the first step, it carries half marks and it is half marks, and the final statement carries 1 marks. Okay, so this is how the marks split up for this question. Okay, now moving on to the next question. So either you can solve 27A or you can solve 27B. Okay, so here 27B question is, in the figure triangle ABC and triangle AMP are right angled triangles, right angled at B and M respectively. Then prove that CA of PA is equal to BC of MP. Okay, they have given the diagram as well here. So now I'll just, without delaying, I'll just write the steps. Okay, so how do we start? From where do we start? Now in triangle, okay, in triangle ABC and triangle. We have two triangle. One is ABC and one is AMP. AMP. Okay. So we have two triangles here. So now angle of ABC is equal to angle of AMP is 90 degree. Okay, this is what they have given. This is the given data. They have already given it is right angle triangle. Okay, that means it is 90 degree. Now since it is a 90 degree, now we need to find which is a common angle. So here common angle is A for both the triangles. So now to write that, BAC is equal to MAP. Okay, this is a common angle. This is common angle. BAC is equal to MAP. So therefore we have the common angle. Therefore angle of ACB is equal to angle of APM. Okay, therefore triangle of ABC is equivalent to triangle of AMP. Okay, this is similarity criteria. So therefore if these two triangle are equivalent, then side CA by PA is equal to BC by MP. Okay, this is the, we have proved the answer. Okay, this is a 27B question. So here each step carries half of marks. Okay, do not skip any of the steps. So each line carries half marks, which will sum up to 3 marks. Now moving on to the next question, that is 28th question. Okay, prove that the length of, okay, prove that the length of the tangent drawn from the external point to a circle are equal. Okay, so we have a diagram here. Okay, so this is what we need to draw as per the given data. So I've already drew and kept it. Okay, so now we have, okay, so prove that the length of a tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Okay, this is a theorem. So how do we prove it? Now in the diagram you can see that QP and RP are the tangent which drawn from the point P. Okay, so you have to write what is given here. Okay, what is given, that PQ and QR, sorry, PQ and PR are the tangent. Okay, tangent drawn from point P, drawn from point P. Okay, these are the two tangents. So now to prove, what do we need to prove? We need to prove that PQ is equal to PR. Okay, these two tangents are equal. We need to prove that PQ is equal to PR. So now to prove this, we need to construct, okay, we need to construct that is, we need to join OP, OQ and OR. Okay, to prove PQ is equal to PR, we need to join OP, OQ, OR. So now we have the two triangle, that is OQP and ORP. So now in the figure, now we need to prove. So to start with the proving point, that is angle OQP, angle OQP is equal to angle of ORP is equal to 90 degree. Okay, because OP is perpendicular to PQ and OR is perpendicular to PR. So we have the first set. So now OQ is equal to OR because this is the radius of the same circle. Okay, radius of same circle, radius of same circle. So OQ is equal to OR. Now which is the common side here? In the common side in both the triangle are OP. That is OP is equal to OP. This is common side. OP is equal to OPR, common side. Now therefore triangle OQP is equivalent to triangle ORP. Okay, therefore PQ is equal to PR, hence proved. Okay, so if you add these steps, then you'll get all the 3 marks. Okay, clear? Okay, now moving on to the 29th question. Okay, so 29A question. In the figure, area of sector AOBPA of radius R is 231 centimeter square and length of the arc APB is 22 centimeter. So find the radius of the sector and angle theta. Okay, so here they have given the figure as well. So now how do we find it? So we need to write the formula. So first they have given length of the arc of sector formula. So first we'll write length of an arc of sector formula. Okay, I'll just start writing here. That is, okay, length of arc of sector of angle theta. Angle theta is equal to, we have the formula for this, that is theta divided by 360 degree into 2 pi r. Okay, so now we know the length of the sector. They have already given length of the sector is nothing but 22 centimeter, that is 22 is equal to, we don't know the value of theta, 360 degree into 2 pi r into 2 pi r. So now I'll just take this 2 and I'll just simplify this equation. So theta by 360 degree into pi r is equal to 22 divided by 2, that is 11. Okay, so I rename this equation as equation 1. Okay, now let's use another formula, that is area of sector. Okay, I'll write area of sector at angle theta. Okay, so we have the formula for this, that is nothing but theta by 360 degree into pi r square. Okay, now we know the area of sector angle theta. We know the value of this. They have already given, that is nothing but 231. Okay, is equal to, now we know the value of theta by 360 into pi r. We know that it is 11. So here they have given pi r square. So we need to simplify this equation so that we can replace the previous answer, that is pi r into r. Okay, so now for this, whatever I've written in bracket, we can replace the value of 11 because of equation 1. So I'll write, that is 231. Theta by 360 into pi r is nothing but 11 according to the equation 1. 11 r. Okay, this is from equation 1. That means, what is the value of r? R is nothing but 231 divided by 11. That is nothing but 21 centimeter. Now we know the value of r as well. Now how do we find theta value? Okay, so now let's use the length of the sector formula, that is theta by 360 into 2 pi r. So what is the length of arc? We know the value for this as well, that is 22. Now theta by 360 degree into 2 into, what is the value of pi? 22 by 7 into r. What is the value of r here? 21 is equal to 22. Okay, so now 7 ones are 7 threes are, that is 3 2. Now 3 twos are how much? 6 into theta by 360 degrees equal to 22, and this 22 I'll take this side, so it will be divided by 22. 22 got cancelled and it remained with 1. So theta is equal to, when this 360 goes that side, it will become numerator and 6 will go to denominator. So what is the value of theta here? 60 degree. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, so in the 29th we have two questions, either A or B. So this is the A question. Now we'll move to the question B. Either you can solve the A question or B question. So now moving on to the B question.